So hello fellow coin collectors, and this is Glenn, and today we're looking at some Bull and Horseman coins. So you might actually be, what are Bull and Horseman coins? Well, basically if I just pick one, then we can actually have a close up. You can see on this side it actually has a bull. So here's the actual head, it's the actual tail, what looks like a trident, and there's an inscription. The inscription usually goes around here. And the bull's legs, so that's the actual bull side. If we flip it over, you can see that this is upside down. Here's the actual horse. So here's the head of the horse, that's the bum. This is the actual guy sitting on the horse. There's an inscription as well, that's the guy's head. He actually has a sword, not a sword, a spear. And here we have two dots. Usually that's an inscription, but on these coins it's actually a dot. So that is what we call a Bull and Horseman coin, because one side is a bull, one side is a horseman. So it's the general, what we just come to actually call these coins. And here we actually have and one of the earliest versions. So you can quite clearly see the horse with its actual hooves. There's his head. Can't really see the inscription that side. Oops, dropped it. And here we actually have the bull. Quite clearly looks like a bull with not too sure what that symbol is there. So there's a hump on the back, inscription up the top, and some symbols. So this is the earlier silver version, and the other coins I actually have are pretty much bullion version. They look like copper. Most of it is probably copper with probably less than 20% silver. So that's why they actually look dark, because copper actually goes a nice dark color, developing a nice patina. So these are pretty old. So they circulated from probably about, including the silver one, 750 to probably about 1300s. These coins here circulated probably for 200-300 years, 11 to 1300s. This is the oldest coin actually ever circulated, a wushu from China. Circulated from about 200 BC to roughly 6 AD, so that's 800 years. During the Tang Dynasty, actually issued a new coin. It's a little bit smaller, but had better inscription, Kayun Tong Bao. So, in this video, I actually got a new lot. So, it included all the coins on this side. So, I got 3, 6, 9, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20 coins. I think they cost about $75. So, yeah, I can't remember actually how much they actually cost. So, probably about $3 or $4 each. And basically, these coins, they generally sell between $5 and $10 each. But if you get bulk lots, you can actually get good deals. So, I've actually separated them. So, for this identification, I actually use Doug Smith's website. Now I haven't got his permission to actually use any of his materials, so I'm not going to show it. Maybe I'll do another video, because it's actually a very good site. It's one of the first sites I actually used when I first got into coins, so it's been around quite a long time. So these ones seem like they're Muhammad bin Sam Gori. So all these ones, the ones up the top have a large inscription, and these ones actually, if you can compare the two, have a smaller inscription. So probably a different person engraved them, maybe even a different slight time period. So these actually were minted between 1193 and 1206. Then we have coins up here. These seem to have the same inscription, and that is, need to actually look it up again. See, Prithvi the third, so 1191, 1192, which is pretty much the same time period as these, and they were both minted in Delhi apparently, but I don't actually have a reference, so I can't actually check really too further than that. So if you have a look close up, you can see the actual bull. So this is more compacted together to try to actually get the whole thing on the actual one die. So it's pretty well centered with the horseman as well. So that's actually quite a good coin. You usually don't get them like this, and that's why the inscription's actually a lot smaller. So someone's tried to improve the production of these coins. You can see the actual border around there. If you look at the other coins, the one with the larger inscription, so this one's actually well centered. You can see the border there in the bottom, and so is this one. Seems to be good. But if we choose another one, you can see the inscription's a little bit off. And yeah, this one, the back of it's actually quite off. So it's actually quite nice. You can see 3 dots on the behind of the horse. So it's actually quite, and this is the one I like. This coin here, I just like it. You can see the inscription clearly, the border clearly. Team is starting to come off, so I need to put it in a protective case. Then we have the horseman. So that is actually nice. Then if we look at Prithvi, you can see it actually does have a different inscription. So I'll have a look at that in a minute. You can't actually tell the inscription there. So, okay, let's put these two together. So on these coins, what we're actually looking at is the actual name of the actual rule. So here, on this side, here we actually have Muhammad Sam. So it's basically in the Nagari script. So it goes around. And if we go down, there's actually no script, or there shouldn't be a script at the actual bottom. So, and this one is actually described as being a, yep, Prithvi the third, but I can't actually find any information on it, so I need to actually look that up myself. So 2 other coins that actually came with it is these 2 Arabic inscriptions. So this one is Itlish, Delhi Sultans, and this one is Ghaznafar. You can see that the actual inscription is actually different. And I believe the ruler's name is down the bottom. And I haven't actually identified who the actual ruler is. But if we turn it over, you can see this one actually has the actual bull on it. So you can see the head of the actual bull, and this is the tail. And this one actually has the horseman. So they've adopted 2 different sides. So one adopted the horseman, which is the Delhi Sultans, and the Ghaznavarids adopted the actual bull. So you get a lot of different varieties of these coins. These are just 2, probably of like a few hundred varieties, and they would have been accepted along with these other coins in their own territories. So the silver content would have varied. You probably can't tell the silver content just by the actual coin itself. You need to do an analysis of the metal content. And in this time period, that was probably not available to them. You can do a specific gravity test, but you just don't know what's in it, so you might be a little bit confused unless you do some probably pretty complicated mathematics. If you put like a specific weight for like, I don't know, 95% copper, 5% silver, then you've got 20% silver, 80% copper. They should both have different weights, but then you need to actually have the area, so you can use mathematics for that. And I'm not too sure many people would have actually been able to do that back then. Basically, just need pi r squared with the length. But as you can see, it's not a perfect circle. Anyway, this is where I leave the video. I hope you like a video on these coins. They're actually quite a nice set. They're one of my favourite coins I actually collect. So there are actually other coins that I like to collect as well. So if you go to eBay, I actually get these all from eBay because, you know, that's where they have the actual greatest variety. And you can actually buy these at a pretty reasonable price. So $5 to $10 each. I reckon it's a pretty good bargain for a piece of history, something that's nearly 800 years old. And thank you very much. I'll leave a link down below to eBay, and have an awesome coin and banknote collecting time. Thank you and goodbye.